No, I kind of felt like he'd be right in our area. Kind of felt like that, but no, he's a gifted man at that size. It's hard to move. His change of direction, his foot speed for a guy at that height and that size, but now we're lucky to have him.
How concerned are you about the torn labrum? It looks like he had surgery.
He did. He had it right after the combine. It's something that he played with it last year for a good portion of the season, and then he went through his regular kind of combine prep work to get ready for combine. Did his combine workout, had their surgery right after, and everything looks good. He's on track, and when he's healed up, he'll be ready to go. But we're not too concerned about it.
You had him in, I think, for a pre-draft workout. Is that correct, or visit? Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't confirm those. Nice try, though.
There were some that questioned his passion for the game and how committed he was because of his eclectic background. How did you guys view that?
Well, he's a very smart person. He has interests off the field, and we don't shy away from that. I don't mind players having other interests off the field. All these guys, they play football right now for their career, but football doesn't last forever either. And we did a lot of work on Jerry, now he loves to play the game. He loves football. He knows this is his primary job. But yeah, his interests off the field. Coach doesn't shy away from that. I don't shy away from that at all.
You talked to Isaac and Hall, one of his former teammates in Notre Dame.
We did a lot of work on, because we felt like Jerry would kind of be in this area. So yes, we did a lot of work on him.
Do you think the having the surgery on the shoulder kind of dropped him a little bit, and that was why you guys were able to get him tonight?
Yeah, you'd have to ask some other teams. I don't think so. Just because of the type of surgery it was, it's kind of common. So, but I really don't know. But like I said, our doctor and everything we've seen, we're very comfortable with it.
You had a similar situation with Jason 5 years ago, same sort of injury. How do you handle that leading up to the draft, and how much? Excuse me. How much research do you do? How many doctors do you talk to?
Yeah,
what's the process there?
You'd be amazed how much work we do on the medical side. Not just us, everybody. The amount of work we do on the medical with our doctors, with doing research, talking to other people, and each player is unique. Each of their injuries are unique. So there's really not one that you can just compare it to another. But the good thing is with doctors, they see these injuries every day. They can look at them. They can look at the surgery. They can look at everything, kind of see where it is. And look, a lot of these players come out of college. They've had injuries. They've had surgeries. But we feel very comfortable with this one. And believe me, here we're very conservative with that. We do a lot of work on the medical. I think it's a big part of the draft process that people don't see, but it's a big part of our process, and that kind of goes into if you take a player, if you don't take a player, or maybe where you take them in the draft, see where the risk is. But for us, Jerry he didn't fall in that category.
Since he had the surgery post-combine, did he have to make another trip to Indy for a recheck?
He did, yeah.
Similar note, Tom, earlier this week you talked about when you're picking 28th, it's more likely you're going to get best athlete available. Do you also feel like you were fortunate to address an important need? Not saying it was the need, but an important need?
I mean, just the way it lined up, like you said, when you're picking 28th, you're not going to have a wide variety of players you're going to be picking from with the same talent level. Jerry, for us, is very high on the board, and he does. We feel very good with Brandon Mebane, and Justin Jones is a starting defensive tackle in this league. We feel great about him, but depth is very important, and the skill set that Jerry brings is very, very important. To get some push up the middle, the fact that he can still win with his feet, with his quickness and his length, to make the quarterback kind of shrink those windows up front. And then we've got two edge pass rushers that can get up the field and move around. So, try and tighten that pocket up a little bit, and Jerry does a good job of that.
Did you guys consider trading down?
We did a little bit. It was pretty quiet when we got a couple picks before. I think we got one call, but there wasn't a whole lot of interest of anybody coming up. And quite honestly, since we had a first-round grade on Jerry Tillery, unless it was something really, really good, I don't think I would have moved back. We'd just sit there and take that player.
Did you have anybody else on the board with the first round, or was he the only first round guy left?
He was it. He was it. Which is, I give our scouts credit. They saw him, they liked him. We had him in the right spot for us. Like everybody's board is a little bit different, but also knowing, at the 28th pick, we got a guy that we feel is a solid first-round player, and you don't always get that at the 20th pick. And I was fine with that. I was fine to pay it. I told everybody, I said, we may have to take a guy on our board that's a top of the second-round player, middle of the second-round player with the first pick if we can't trade out, and I had no problem with that at all. But it worked out that Jerry was there, and so we took him.
He's really been one of those guys that your scouts have seen for a long time because of how many
Yeah.
years he's played.
Yeah, I mean, he's played a lot of football. He's at Notre Dame, obviously. So, but honestly, our guys travel the country the whole year looking at football players. There aren't a whole lot of guys I haven't seen a lot of, to be honest with you, unless you play at a real small school.
What do you envision his role? Is he a guy that can maybe play some base in as well as playing inside?
You know what? As far as exactly what his role will be, we'll kind of let that play out in training camp. But certainly, interior defensive line, defensive end. Yeah, I guess he could probably take some snaps out there, but probably more defensive tackle.
How much was Ryan a good sounding board, just because you guys have experience drafting Notre Dame guys, but also he's kind of been through a couple defensive changes during his career.
You're talking about?
Tillery.
What-
Or just how much did you talk to Brian Kelly about?
Oh, I see. Oh, our scouts have great relationships there. Our director of college scouting lives in Indianapolis, so he spends a good amount of time at South Bend, and he knows that staff really well, so always a help. All right. Thank you.